Are you planning a trip to Walt Disney World? Well, in this video, we've got answers to your most frequently asked questions about the parks, the resorts, the lightning lanes, the dining, and more. Whether you're a first-time Disney visitor or a seasoned Disney pro, we've got expert tips that is going to help you to plan your next trip. And it's also going to help you cover all the topics about Disney World. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the thumbs up, and comment with your own Disney questions. And here we go. Thanks for tuning in. Hey. I see some people are liking our live on the TikTok. Thank you very much. We appreciate that very much. We got questions that people sent in, and I'm going to go through them. If you got any more questions, put them in the comments or chat with us. We'd love to talk to you. Let me get this thing going real quick. We're on YouTube, we're on TikTok, we're on the whole.
We're on everything.
9 yards. Let's see. Thank you, Charlie. What's your favorite Disney ride? It's probably, for me, like Haunted Mansion as far as like a historical, laid back ride.
What's your favorite ride?
But like ride, probably Guardians of the Galaxy.
Guardians, mine top.
Okay. What about yours? What is yours,
What's
Charlie?
What's your favorite ride?
First question that was sent in was from Jean. If I show up after dark on my check-in day, can I use my free water pass park day for the next day? No, Jean, you cannot. You got to use it on check-in day, and that's it. So I think a lot of people are asking this, like if I fly in or drive in and it's like 8 or 9 o'clock, can I just use it the next day? And no, you can't.
Fortunately not. Hello
to everybody on YouTube. I see some comments here, so hello to everybody. If you got any Disney questions, let us know. Also need to jump on this thing here. You'll probably have to check that one because it won't let me see it. We got a whole list of questions to talk about, and we'd love to talk to everybody. Thanks for joining in. We are here to talk about Disney World stuff. Really anything y'all want to talk about, but we've also got some questions people sent in. Where do all the Monsters, Inc. mascots stay? I don't know. But let me tell you about Monsters, Inc. We went to the laugh floor, and they put the video thing on Dawn, and
they got me.
Told her to make a noise or something.
Oh, yeah.
And it was kind of funny. But they didn't pick on her as much as this older fellow that they kept cutting to, and it was quite funny. Kiera has asked a question. First time Disney trip here, realistically, what is an average wait time for a ride if I don't buy the lightning lanes? Kiera, it could vary a whole lot. Early in the morning, you might not wait that long. Middle of the day, you could wait a couple hours. So if it's your first trip, you got limited time, and you can afford it, I'd go ahead and buy the lightning lanes.
Yes.
It'll help you a whole lot, and you can watch a whole lot of videos about lightning lanes. Thanks for everybody for joining on YouTube and on TikTok. We're live all over the place. We're going to talk about Disney World. Somebody said 2 hours. Yeah, you can. There's times like I've seen Slinky Dog and Rise of the Resistance and other things on a busy day get like to almost 3 hours. So it's crazy. It is crazy. Bill Martin just got the #1 gifter badge. I don't know what that means, but congratulations, Bill Martin.
We're still really new about all this TikTok stuff. So.
Yeah, we have no idea about the TikTok. We're just testing it out. So thank y'all for joining. And hopefully they don't all keep scrolling past us.
And I think we set some kind of goal. Don't know what that was. But
yeah, it made us do something before we started. So.
Oh, it says.
I think somebody gave us a thumbs up. Is that what that means?
I have no idea. Anyway.
We got another question. It's from Allie. Is it bad that I want to do a Disney trip without my kids? No, Allie, it's not.
No, not at all.
We've done it without our kid before. I don't know if we could do it now because
she's older now and she knows.
And she figured out we did it like a year later.
And she told us that was unacceptable.
So we still are trying to figure out how to do that, or take like a babysitter or do something.
So that we can.
The main reason is like you want to go out your kid because you can. Like when we ride Cosmic Rewind, for example, it's not a huge deal, but you got to do the rider swap, and that takes extra time. And it's just like if we could just get on some stuff. And there's a bunch of rides we've never even rode together because we had to swap a kid around. So
like Guardians.
I completely understand, Allie. Don't feel bad.
Don't feel bad.
And
at all.
What we did was we did a middle of the week trip while her grandma was here, and we knew she'd be at school, and probably it wouldn't be as bad if it was the weekend where she was just sitting around when we were at. So it worked out pretty good. until she found out after the fact.
Because she saw pictures of us at Disney with her not in them. Mm-hmm. And she was like, she was wanting to know where she was at. And so.
It was bad.
It was pretty bad. But
if you got any Disney questions or want to talk about anything Disney, put it in the comments. I'm trying to monitor the comments on YouTube and on TikTok and all that, so that's fun. All right, next question we got. This is from Diana. I'm staying at All-Star Music. Good choice, Diana. Mm-hmm. Realistically, how long will I have to wait for a bus to get to the park? Diana?
Not long.
You're in luck. Probably not long. I would say max 15, 20 minutes.
I was going to say 15, 20 minutes.
We have experienced some very bad things at moderate resorts that they've got like the inner bus loop thing, and we've waited like an hour, and it's a whole mess. So I am all for the All-Star resorts.
Yes.
The buses are continuously running, and we've stayed at all of them before, and for the most part, there's not a long wait at all. And 15, 20 minutes is going to be max, and most of the time you can be, from the time you step up, 20, 30 minutes later, you in the park. So it's not bad at all. It's not bad at all.
That's including security and everything. So.
Thanks for everybody joining there on TikTok. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I can see people joining all over the place. Thank you, thank you, thank you. On YouTube, let me check y'all out. We got a few people commenting random stuff. I don't know if we got anything on your end.
No, I don't see. No, anybody's on. Not yet.
All right, we are. So I don't know why it's not updating here, but it's fine as long as we're live on there.
Okay.
Let's go to our next question. That's not it.
That's not it.
Which is going to be from Jean. How's it going, Jean? Jean says, I know I cannot ride everything in the Magic Kingdom in one day. How would you manage the day to get the most done? Jean, it's going to be a long day for you, Jean. Get your steps in, get practiced up. I'm going to need you to wake up 5:30, hit the gym. And no running. Zero running,
Do
Jean.
not run in
We
Disney.
need you to speed walk for 4 hours straight and then drink a Gatorade and then do it again.
Yes, stay hydrated. The
trick's going to be, Jean, to get there about 30 minutes before rope drop, before the early entry. Go ahead and have you a plan and have a backup plan. Try to hit 1 or 2 main things. So let's just say you said Magic Kingdom, so hit either like Space Mountain, Peter Pan, or Seven Dwarfs Mine Train real quick. As soon as you jump off there, look at the wait times, you could get on something like Tron within 15 or 20 minutes, maybe, just according to the day. Or you could do all kind of stuff. But in that first 2 to 3 hours, let's say 2 hours, if you will hustle and bustle, and I'm talking, you got to speed walk, you got to keep it moving like a little locomotive. You got to keep it going. And you can maybe, if you're by yourself or with 1 or 2 people, ride basically everything in the park in a day. If you got lightning lanes, that's going to help even more. It'll almost guarantee you to be able to do it. But early and late, early and late, early and late. Don't forget that. Like, early is more important than late.
Yes. So
get there, speed walk to all the rides you can get on early. Use lightning lanes if you can. And you can probably do it, Jean. And you'll still be able to watch fireworks and a parade.
And it's very doable because we did it in 48 hours.
Yeah, in 48 hours we went to all four parks and basically rode
everything just about.
Yeah. So, and another thing, Jean, is if they have like a extended evening hour thing you can get into, that helps too. And that'll be like walk-on stuff.
I was gonna say, yeah, after hours, pretty much everything's walk-on.
Anybody got any questions on TikTok? I'm watching y'all right here on TikTok. Any questions? You want to talk about anything? Haunted Mansion, Cinderella's Castle.
What's everybody's favorite ride on TikTok? YouTube too.
Next question. Kevin has asked, what if he gets sick while he's at his trip? Kevin, we've never had this happen. Well, we have, but not to needing to go to the doctor. But I have heard if you're at your hotel, you call down there and say, hey, I'm going to need to go to the doctor. And they will, I have heard at times, provided transportation to the local Advent Health thing that I think they got a connection with. And of course, you got to pay for the, like a doctor's appointment and all that stuff. But they'll take you over there and get you back and all that stuff. Now, I don't know. I think hospital-wise, I've heard the Celebration Hospital that's about 10, 15 minutes away is the best one if you got to go, like something really, really happens.
Yeah.
But if we're just talking about some minor stuff, just call the front desk.
Or if it's something where you know you're just sick and you can't get out of bed, they will, Disney will. You can call and
I've heard now that this is a hefty fee.
Oh.
But they will bring you some medicine.
They will bring you medicine to your door. So it is very.
Another option is that we've used. You can DoorDash or Walmart order certain medications. Now, most of it you're going to sign for, like at the front at the lobby. But anyway.
And if you are in the park and you're not feeling good, they do have the like the little first aid area. It's right around the corner from. Oh my goodness, what's the hot dog?
Casey's Corner.
Casey's Corner. It's right around the corner, right across the walkway from Casey's Corner. And you just go in there and they can give you some medicine. I think they've got I think she said they had ibuprofen, Tylenol, like anti-upset stomach stuff. So.
All right, we're going to throw a question to Dawn.
Uh-oh.
Brenda has asked, how busy do the pools get at the resorts?
At the resort?
At the resort.
Why are you throwing that one at me? Because
I
I don't get in the pool.
You knew. How's it going, Larry?
I guess it depends.
How's it going, Mike? Joyce?
I think
Sherry?
I think kind of in the evening times, I feel like they're a lot more busy. Like afternoon, evening times, I feel like they're a lot more busy. But I mean, we've walked by.
Shoulder to shoulder?
No. Because there's in the resorts, most of the time there's multiple pools.
If I go under like Scuba Steve, am I going to run into somebody's crotch?
I hope not.
Okay. We get in the pools. Me and Joanna get in the pools a lot.
I don't get in the
It's
pools.
never been that crowded. Also, we've never been in the very, very middle of the summer. So, I'm sure it's more crowded then, but we've been there when it's hot, And also, yes, I can't read. I can't see that far. Love. I can't see.
Sorry.
Said depends on the resort and if you do the quiet pools. The quiet pools are the jam.
Yes.
Because that's not where all the kids are screaming and puking and blowing corn out their nose. That's where the older people are just chilling.
Or having accidents and they have to evacuate the pools.
Who, the young people?
No, the kids.
Oh, okay. Actually, we had to happen at
That's
Arvin
why
Mission.
I said that.
There was a floater and they drained the pool. I didn't know. I thought maybe they would just hammer it with chlorine or something, but
we asked and they were like, there was a floater. And we were like, oh my God. And they drained it. It probably took they scrubbed it like it was.
They brought in a fire hose and filled it back up. It was down for about 6 or 8 hours probably. Mm-hmm. But, it was wild. All right, let me go to my next question here.
Oh, somebody got the number one.
Emily got the number one glitter badge. I don't know what that means, Emily.
I don't know, but congratulations.
It sounds cool. I don't know if we should have glitter to throw. We know nothing about TikTok. Catherine, no, back up. Somebody said, what things do most people overlook on their trip? Probably little stuff like at Magic Kingdom, there's a piano player out in front of Casey's Corner. That's cool to watch. There's I don't know, there's so much.
The bus thing, people do not know that. What's the two tower?
The Main Street vehicles. Yeah, they got the double-decker bus, and anybody can ride on it. And I think I have watched people, and I thought this before I'd seen a video on it. You just assume it's like some VIP people or something that can get on it, and they pull up. And I knew that we could get on it one time, and I was like, we're getting on top of that thing, and it's small. But they said they made it that way to appear bigger than it is. The forced perspective thing. So, I retired from Disney Reservation Center. We had to drain POC one time because someone dumped ashes. I keep hearing about that on rides and stuff, like on Small World and Haunted Mansion and all that, because there's a million cameras. This, to me, easy to see because it's got the little infrared light or whatever, but I guess people go in there and,
They just throwing ashes out there.
I read a thing the other night about a lady that worked, this was on Reddit, a lady worked at a hotel, and they checked this lady in and said she's got a week to live, and we want her to die at Pop Century. We just letting y'all know she's gonna croak. And they were like, let me get a manager. And they ended up, I mean, I guess basically letting the lady check in, and then she didn't die after 2 weeks, so they had to check her back out, and then she went home and died. But I know that's a bad story, but Emily said, do you have tips on going for the very first time this June? Emily, you're going to have a ball.
Yes, you are. So much fun.
Watch as many videos as possible. That's where I watched some videos before we went on our first trip, like 3 or 4 years ago, but the magnitude of how big this place is, it's almost like you need to do a small trip to learn about it and then go back and know what's going on. But I mean,
it's a little overwhelming, but it's
amazing. The main thing I wish I could have told myself was don't consider it exactly a vacation, because you need to get up early if you want to ride a bunch of stuff and see a bunch of stuff without it being like packed.
Yeah.
Get up early, go do your thing. Even if you come back to the room in the middle of the day, that's perfectly fine, because that's when it's the most crowded. But go do it early. You can ride all kind of stuff before that crowd packs in at like 10:30, 11 o'clock.
And then the evenings.
Yeah. She won a trip on the radio. That's
what?
crazy. That is neat.
That is awesome.
Did you just have to call in, or how did that work? I'm just curious.
That's really cool.
But yeah, get there early, and then like go take a break in the middle of the day if you want to, but then come back and stay late. That's the way to do it. Let me check my YouTube thing here. Abigail is on.
Hi, Abigail.
Abigail is here. I was waiting on her. I was trying to figure out.
Is she on the?
I don't know. Abigail, are you on the vertical one or the horizontal?
Because I don't see her on the horizontal.
Okay, she must be on the vertical. I'm trying to figure all this out. And we got a TikTok going too, and we have no idea how to use TikTok.
We're learning.
But somebody won a glitter badge, and we don't know
we
what
need to
that
throw
means.
glitter.
Yeah, nothing happened, but it's
my ears are affecting the screen. Sorry, I think it's because they're shiny.
All right. We'll give this one to Dawn.
Okay.
Catherine asked, what time should I leave the resort if I want a rope drop somewhere?
I guess check your times to see what time the park opens, and whatever time the early admission is it an hour or is it 30 minutes? It's 30 minutes before regular opening time. So if you're staying at the resort, then you can get in 30 minutes before the regular opening time. But I would get there 30 minutes before early admission, if that makes sense. So like if early admission is like 8:30, I would probably get there 7:45, 8 o'clock, if not a little bit earlier.
Yeah, honestly, I think like an hour. If you really want to be the person, get there like an hour before rope drop, and you're going to be at the front of the line.
And also know where you want to go though, because like in Magic Kingdom, they don't open up all the areas at the same time. You're only going to get into
like Fantasyland and Tomorrowland. So
I
just disappeared. Watch this.
You're not going to do it this time.
Okay. Emily said she put in for a drawing, and then they called her and she won. That's pretty cool.
That is neat.
How many days do you get there?
Wish we could win a trip.
Abigail is on vertical.
Oh, okay.
So the reason I have tried to put all this on vertical and sideways and all that is because right now, YouTube pushes out the vertical feed way more than the regular feed. So I'm on all of them trying to just grab their attention, but I don't know. I will be there for 2 nights and 3 days. It's a trip for 4. That's pretty cool.
That is pretty
good. And honestly,
good.
That's worth a small fortune.
Yeah.
I mean, several $1,000s. We went to rope drop this past Friday and beeline to the mine train. Oh yes, that's my. I'm sorry. That is my pick for where I go. Except for, I think 2 trips ago I tried that, and I don't know what happened, but we got all combobulated. And the mine train line was already backed way up, so I boarded and went to Peter Pan. But yeah, mine train is my jam. That's where I like to go first. And sometimes they elevate the ride time right at the very last part of the night, and you can get on that thing in like quick. Like when were we there? Was it 2 trips ago? I forget what the wait time was, but they were like literally closing the thing off.
Oh yeah.
And we jumped in, and we were the only people in line. Mm-hmm. I mean, it was almost.
We had our own train by ourselves. It was really fun.
They were paying for round trip airfare, hotel, and park tickets.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that's like mega bucks.
So where are you staying at? That's pretty cool.
That's very cool.
You can take you a lot of spending money then.
Yeah.
Speaking of spending money, has anybody seen the Run Disney shoes? The new Brooks?
I have, let me talk about shoes for a minute. I have flipped back and forth, and I still do, between the On Cloud stuff and the Brooks stuff. But I sort of, she's staying at the Grand California, and that is a very expensive hotel at Disneyland. I mean, like, super, super duper expensive. So you
Congratulations to you.
No joke. I mean, that's probably $10,000 plus worth of stuff to fly there, to stay there,
for
get
4
all the
people.
parks.
Wow.
Yeah, no joke. I flip back and forth between the On Clouds and the Brooks, and I like the way the On Clouds look a little better, I think. But I like the way the Brooks wear once I get them broke in. So I've mainly stuck recently to the Brooks Ghost series. I've got like the regular Ghost that I run on the road in. I've got the Caledonia something or other that I run trails in. I've got the Ghost Max 1s and 2s that I normally just walk in because they're real squishy.
I'm a Brooks fan, all of them.
They just came out with a Disney
Y'all need to go look them up.
Yeah, and so we were like, woohoo! Well, then we get to reading the fine print. They're only releasing them at the Run Disney event at Disney World this weekend, and that's it.
And I promise you, if we didn't have plans, we would be on an airplane going there.
Well, but not just for shoes. But
I would.
So I jumped on. We got a wedding to go to this weekend. But I jumped on the little personal shopper pages and started messaging people. Hey, can you pick us up some of these shoes? How much would it be? Nobody's messaged me back. But I've seen people have already bought them and put them on eBay for $350 a pair. So that ain't gonna work.
So it'd be about almost $400.
I would like to think that Disney would see how popular these could be and release them, but we'll see. We'll see.
I mean, I would pay $200 for them, but that's about as high as I'd go. They're
Emily
so cute.
said she's never been on a plane, so she's really anxious. Don't worry.
You'll be fine.
Our daughter started flying when she was 5.
5, yeah.
We might have had like one incident with her ears.
I was going to say, but she was congested.
Yeah, so other than that, everybody's fine.
Take you some gum.
Take some gum. Take, according to who you're flying with, but either take like download a movie to your phone, or just if some of the airplanes have them built in, either way.
Gum or gummies for kids. Just anything for them to eat and drink.
Abigail said, on her feed, the vertical one popped up. I don't hate that they promote the vertical more, but in the way, like, every time I try to go vertical live in the parks, I got all these scammer people.
Yeah.
Like, there were some that popped up as soon as I got on here. Some cat said, did you get the Nigel Sylvester Air Jordan 4 shoe? I don't know. There's just all kinds of random comments that popped up. And usually I have to start blocking them, because I guess it just pushes it out to everybody, and anybody can click on it. But I don't know why it gets so spammy on there. Yeah, all of the Disneyland stuff is right there at it. In Disneyland, I feel like sort of gets spoiled because you can literally walk out of Disneyland right across and be in the other side of the other park in just a second. Now, don't get me wrong.
It's worth going, though.
I love Disney World because it's so
big,
vast. But,
so magical.
Yeah. But to be able to walk into, like, DCA just right across there, that would be
And
nice.
the history of Disney is all at Disneyland.
Yep. That was Walt's park.
He's never been to Disneyland. I've been once.
We're going to go sooner than later.
Yes, we are.
I don't know when. Next question that was sent in. Must do things at Disney Springs from Bethany.
Okay, let me tell you what my daughter's favorite thing to do is before we start talking about ours. She likes to go into the M&M store and create M&Ms with her face on them. That is her favorite thing to do at Disney Springs.
Yeah.
We like to eat. We like to eat at Disney Springs. Gideon's.
There's actually several places now. Gideon's is still probably the top for cookies.
But I'm going to tell you, get your name in there as soon as y'all get there. And then just go walk around. But just know that you will be waiting in line.
Yeah, you should be able to use your Starbucks points in the Disney
Starbucks.
But there's a ton of places to eat at Disney Springs. There's some cool stores, like there's a Star Wars store. the Coke store's like 3 levels, and sometimes the Coke Polar Bear's there.
They've
Restaurants.
always got performers going on.
Yeah, there's a big stage. We've been there 2 or 3 times, and they've got like an elementary school there blowing
Like a
horns
choir.
or singing or doing something. Yeah, and then
there's a piano man who rides around.
Yeah, he like drives the piano on this little cart somehow. And
we don't know how he does it still, because we've been watching him, but I don't know.
How's the weather in May? It's going to be pretty hot.
It's going to be hot.
It's going to be pretty hot.
Not going to lie. It's going to be hot.
My best advice would be go early. It's still going to be hot, but go early to the park. But then in the middle of the day, have some stuff planned out like Carousel of Progress. Stuff
Indoor
you can go inside and cool off for a minute. Monsters, Inc., Laugh Floor.
I'm going to tell y'all,
Magic.
that is very underrated. I don't hardly ever see a lot of people talk about the Monsters Inc. thing, but it is hilarious. It is so funny.
And you can text
in. That's what I was going to say.
You can text in your joke while you're in the queue. So Joanna did, and they read it. You know,
they read it during the thing. She thought that was the coolest thing ever.
Joanna M&M merch.
Oh yes, always.
She did she even eat the last ones?
Yeah, she finally ate all of them.
To me, after they do the picture on them, it was cool the first time.
Yeah.
But they taste almost
burnt.
Yeah,
I was going to say, they taste funny to me, but she eats them. Yeah. So we let her. You're going to Disneyland for your 30th birthday. Yay!
That'll be cool.
That'll be fun. Make sure you get you a badge that says you're celebrating your 30th birthday.
Mm-hmm. Can I do Animal Kingdom in a half day from Jen?
Absolutely. Well,
if it's like, I don't know, if you got to do it, but this definitely, you can be there all day, even though a lot of rides are being fixed and redone and whatever. You can hit all the main rides in a show or two and a half a day. But if you wanted to like walk all the trails and do all the animation class and all that, so if you got time, stay the full day. If you ain't got time, then you can knock it out in 3 or 4 hours.
But there's a lot of hidden places in there. Because I think we went, was it once or twice before we even knew about the Rafiki's?
Yeah, that you could get on the train and go out to the Rafiki's Planet Watch.
And I think we found that out when we did the, they have the thing for the kids that you can do the Wilderness Explorer thing. And she had to get some badges out there, and I was like, dang, where is this at? And so we rode the little train out there.
Emily's excited to ride Tiana's Bayou Adventure. Let me tell you, in Disneyland, it's more of a single-seater situation, and from what I can tell, I hadn't rode the one in Disneyland, but from videos I've watched, you really get soaked out there. So be prepared. I'll tell you what, we just take a $1 Walmart ponchos, put it on, and if you can raise your feet up a little bit, or I guess some people take the little booties or whatever to put on their feet, but because your feet will get wet too. But even with just that poncho, if you get it on good, even if it sprays you, you're okay. In Disney World, if you sit in the front row or two, you're gonna get soaked. But we can sit in the back and not hardly get anything.
Mm-mm. But I'm gonna tell you, like, I always gripe and complain about it while we're in line, but I'm so glad we do it whenever we do ride it, because it is. The ride itself is so cute. Like, just the whole little, everything about it's really cute. I don't know how different it is at Disneyland, like how different the theming of it is.
It's pretty close, except for you're on like a single log flume thing.
It's really fun.
Speaking of that, somebody had a question. Hang on a minute. I'm going to skip down.
Okay.
Actually, it was the next one. Kelly had asked, how wet do you actually get on Tiana's in Cali River Rapids?
Depends on where you sit.
If you sit in the back, but on Cali River, you're going to get soaked.
Oh, Cali River, yeah.
We have never even rode it because people walk off of that thing,
drenched.
Head to toe.
No.
The only way I would ride Cali River would be to take a bag of clothes in, because there's lockers in the back of Animal Kingdom, and like literally just go change afterwards. And I think in one of the summer trips, I may do that. Like, let's say we're going to leave the park at 2:00. Ride that last, and then just go throw on some dry clothes and go back to the hotel or whatever. But because I'd like to ride it, but I don't want to get soaked and be tromping around.
I can't stand I could be drenched. I cannot stand for my feet to be wet.
Yeah.
So I guess I could put on flip flops and ride it and then dry my feet off. But
Lauren has asked, which party or event is best at Magic Kingdom? And she put like Halloween, Christmas, etc.
Halloween.
Yeah.
Halloween is our favorite.
Disney Joanna. Hello. That's our daughter's name.
That is our daughter's name. Hi. But yes, the Halloween party is so much fun, and it's for many different reasons, I guess. One, when I tell you you get a ton of candy, we usually have, especially if we fly, we usually have to ship our candy back because it's so heavy.
Well, my thing is, like, we're paying almost $200 a person to go to this thing. Now, granted, what I'll do is I'll just guess. Yeah, she said Oogie Boogie Bash. We've never been to Oogie Boogie Bash. We've been to the
not so scary
not so
Halloween.
Scary on the East Coast, but I'd like to go to Oogie Boogie too because there's a bunch of different stuff.
Yes.
5 pounds of candy. Yeah, and honestly, I should have a picture I could have popped up, but we had a whole bed slap full of candy after we got back because we got the stroller with our Joanna in it, and Dawn will put this big.
I'll bring a big tote, like a big
underneath the thing, and so we'll fill up those little bags. Matter of fact, there was a bag sitting in here. We'll fill up the little bags and just dump them in there. And I mean, we don't particularly go out of our way to go get candy, but like at Magic Kingdom, if you go under Tron, there's like a walkway, and it's got 3 candy stops. We've also noticed at the end of the night, they're just trying to get rid of candy, and
they will give
just
you
dump
handfuls.
it. Yeah.
I mean, like they will scoop it all up and just throw it in there. Yeah. Oh, you got a heart on your head.
Disney Joanna just got the #1 glitter bag. What is
that? Does anybody know?
We are very like I get on TikTok and we'll watch stuff occasionally, but I know nothing about.
I need to go on the vertical one.
I know nothing about what all this stuff means. Disney Joanna also became the #1 member on the team. I think that's a good thing.
I think that's a good thing.
We have no idea. Let me get on here. Abigail said, I need Disney World to bring back the Main Street Electric. Well, they're doing the, what's the new parade coming in the summer?
Is it the Princess?
Star Light or Star something. Anyway, it's the nighttime parade. Look it up.
Okay.
But it's going to be neat. And I wish they would go ahead and announce it because I would almost... Okay. Well, thank you for helping us. I gotta read up on this whole TikTok thing. But what's crazy is when we were at Magic Kingdom last time,
Disney Starlight.
Dream
the night away.
I went live on YouTube, which I do that the most. But when we were walking around, I went live on TikTok, and we had like hundreds of people watching all of a sudden. So anyway.
Oh.
There's all kind of cool
Something
stuff.
happened. Joanna, say hi everybody. Say hey Abigail.
Hi Abigail.
Wait, there's a lady named Joanna on here.
Yeah, there's a lady named Joanna.
Yep.
Yeah, her name's Disney Joanna.
Yeah.
Are you our Disney Joanna?
Yes.
You want to tell everybody what your favorite ride is at Disney?
My favorite rides are Haunted Mansion and Flight of Passage. Also Mine Train too.
Yes, she loves the Mine Train.
Yeah.
Oh, battery's dying.
And
yeah, we got a little bit of time.
Okay.
And Flight of Passage too.
She said Joanna's are the best.
And
Are Joanna's the best?
yes. Even Star Tours and Rise Resistance.
So tell them, in your opinion, somebody had a question. Which of the parties is your favorite? Did you like the Halloween party or the Christmas party?
The Halloween one.
Yeah.
Because they got so much candy.
Yeah,
Look,
we got
Abigail,
so much
Abigail
candy.
said, hey.
Oh, Abigail said, "Hi, Joanna Queen."
Hi.
She's on this
Ride video. She talked through it or whatever. It's somewhere on the YouTube channel. But and what was I didn't. She's watched so much Haunted Mansion stuff and history of it, basically with me, that she just.
She knows all about it.
She talked through it. It was pretty neat. But anyway. Let's see. I'm in California. Hers is the Little Mermaid ride and Rise of the Resistance. Yep. I hadn't been to that mermaid ride. Ever been to Universal? Yeah, we've been to Universal.
Oh, yes.
And I'm very curious to see how it won't be much longer the new Epic Universe turns out. I keep watching videos of people going to these hotels and all that. And I know they're letting the family of the people that work there go there, but there's like a very strict thing of no videos and all that until it actually opens. So
I'm a huge Universal fan, but I think it's because I'm a Harry Potter fan, so I love it. Love it, love it, love it.
I'm also a Harry Potter fan.
She is
too.
a Harry Potter fan.
Let me see here. I had another question. It is, so the Halloween party is our favorite.
Yes.
I mean, I like the Christmas party. It just wasn't quite is something. I don't know.
I guess what I was finishing saying about the Halloween. I think I like the Halloween party, one, for the candy, but two, I like all the villains. Like, the villains are my favorite thing, and the villains come out, the ones that usually, you mean, you don't ever see any of the villains out during, like, the day or whatever, but they always come out at night, and it's really, really cool. The parade is...
When she was at Universal, we mainly hung out around the dinosaur stuff, and I remember...
I was going to say...
We got to get her back over there, because it was hot the last time she was there, and I remember
and she was...
The dinosaur behind us
freaked
her out. You know, where you go up in the
Velociraptor or whatever it is, it scared her. But she was also really young, too. I think she was barely 5 when she went her first time. So she didn't get to ride a lot either. So she didn't. I mean, I think I've ridden everything.
John had asked, what's the best quick service at Animal Kingdom? Probably, in my experience, the Flame Tree Barbecue.
Oh, yeah.
Because it wasn't bad. I mean, I've had better, but it wasn't bad, and it was quick, and you could just put it on the app. Heather asked, is Tom Sawyer Island worth seeing? I mean, if it's your one trip out of 5 or 10 years, maybe not, but I like going over there and scoping it out, and they got the little caves and all that stuff, and in Disney World, it's going away soon, so, like, you definitely want to see it before it goes away. Same thing with the riverboat. So, you know, check it out if you got time.
Yeah, I think it's worth it. It's really cool for kids, too. They like to go and...
Thank y'all for all the... There's glitter badges and there's hearts and all kind of stuff going on
Abigail,
TikTok.
To answer your question, we haven't really did the test on her, but if you would ask her, if she comes back, I'm going to tell her to tell y'all, but if you were to ask her, she would say Slytherin, just because she likes snakes. But I'm a Hufflepuff. He's a Hufflepuff. So.
Yep.
But she would say Slytherin.
Heather had... I know that was already asked on. David said, best first coaster for my 5-year-old.
Not Slinky Dog.
Dawn loaded Joanna up on Slinky Dog when she was 4 or 5 or something. 4. And that thing launched out of there, and I could see Joanna's eyes about that big. And I remember she got the... freaking out a little bit, and you know where it stops halfway and backs up. Here we go. She was hollering, "Is it over? Is it over?" And I could see that big hill ahead. I was like, "No, it's not over." And anyway, it was. But now she's fine with it. That was just a very intense first thing.
Barnstormers would probably be a good.
Yep. Yeah. 2 minutes ago, I guess fireworks started at Magic Kingdom.
Oh, I was getting ready to look at my watch, but yeah.
What's your favorite Harry Potter house?
What's your house at Harry Potter that you like?
Slytherin.
Told y'all. I knew it.
Slytherin.
She's a Slytherin. Sometimes she acts like a Slytherin. If anybody knows about the houses. But yeah. I wish my mini ears would stop disappearing.
What are you doing back there?
She's just dancing around. Don't jump though, okay? It makes a loud noise.
Disney Joanna said her daughter's a Slytherin.
Uh-huh.
I'm curious to see about the new Harry Potter stuff at the new Epic Universe. Because I've read about it and I've seen the little sketches and all that stuff.
I'm really excited about the Mario World.
Out of all the stuff, that's probably what I'm most excited about. And I also have never watched any of the How to Train Your Dragon stuff.
I was going to say, and the How to Train Your Dragon.
But before we go, whatever we are going, I want to watch it because I've seen all the flying dragon drones and all that on the people trying to get pictures from airplanes and everything else. So
yeah.
I need to know about all that. I mean,
really
I think
cute.
the monster stuff's going to be cool. I think that...
Have you seen the roller coaster
Yeah, the
thing?
gold... what is it? Gold something racers or whatever.
Yeah.
It looks fun.
That's gonna be
And
cool.
then there's a sort of a Slinky Dog style roller coaster, I think, in one of the land. It'll be fun.
Yeah, she's funny, Abigail.
Yeah.
Disney Joanna's a Hufflepuff.
We are too.
Hufflepufflers.
I've taken like 5 different tests, and every single time they've all said Hufflepuff. So
I've taken several and got the same thing.
I guess it's a sign. Me and my best friend went a couple of years ago now. We did. They have a lot of good deals though at Universal. We did like a buy 2 days, get 2 days free. So we were there for 4 days, and so we went for a girls' trip. It was really fun.
Let's see. So I think I predicted this first, but they are
He did.
opening up both water parks at Disney World in the middle of the summer, because they were already reaching capacity at Blizzard Beach, and it's not even like a month ago. So I was like, there's no way this is going to work out with them giving a free water park day without both parks being open. So sure enough, they announced yesterday or day before they're going to take down Blizzard Beach for about 20 days and kind of clean it or whatever they got to do, and then both will be open. So I guess you can choose which one. So I'm hoping if we go in May, we can go to Typhoon Lagoon for a short while and scope it out, because we went to Blizzard Beach, but it was a little bit. What kind of faces are you making?
That's what I was about to say.
It was kind of cold, not cold, but it wasn't really hot enough to be swimming. So I wouldn't mind ending up at both of them and like riding some of the stuff where we won't freeze our butt off.
I'm not a water park person.
Well, I don't think any of us are, but if it's free, I just want
That's true.
to scope it out.
That's true.
Let's see. We still got. I'm looking at this TikTok thing. There is so much stuff popping up on the screen. Set up a new goal. So I guess whatever goal it gave us, we must have hit.
Oh, okay. That's cool. Co-host.
I'm going to hit this button. Hang on.
Oh, something's happening.
I don't really know. I have to look into all that. I'm not familiar. I don't want to end it yet.
Yeah.
I'm not familiar enough with the TikToks. And what scares me about TikTok is like, I think it's going to be around, but like, is it going to close back down? I don't want to put a whole lot of effort into TikTok and then they close it back down or whatever. But it seems to be the most used sort of video platform, you know. But anyway.
We got any more questions? Or was that the last one?
I think that's all that are on.
Anybody on here have any more questions?
We got to meet some people. Emily won the free trip. We met another Joanna.
Mm-hmm.
It's been a good live.
Yep.
Can't think of the word I was looking for.
I've got, I think today an Epcot video may came out on YouTube, and there's still 1 or 2 more days from our last trip coming out in the next several days, and then
Silly goose.
And then I'm trying to think of big stuff happening soon. I guess it won't be long until all the Muppet stuff starts closing. And that's not. I hate that that's happening. I feel like Hollywood Studios. Well, they're having the 2 new shows start.
Oh yeah.
And I figure they kind of got them rushed a little bit because they know that the whole Muppet courtyard is going to be gone. So I just feel like there's. I mean, I'm not against new stuff coming. I just hate when a bunch of stuff closes. And it's already busy, so now you're packing people. I keep seeing where Test Track is testing. They keep hearing the ride vehicles, but I'll just be glad when everything gets back open.
They're going to be updating the buzz.
Yeah, that's going to be fun. I hate that it's going to close for a while, but I don't know if y'all seen it, but the Space Ranger spin, they're going to have the guns where you can hold them, and it's also going to be in a vehicle. You're going to be like red, and I'm going to be green. So when you shoot one of them, it'll turn red or green to know that you hit it or I hit it or whatever.
So kind of like the Toy Story thing where,
Kinda, yeah. So that'll be good.
That will be good because I don't even know what I'm shooting at. Like, I mean, I can't even see right now.
It takes me a minute to figure it out, and then I got it, but I do feel like it's very dated, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
so
it needed to be updated. It's going to suck that it's going to be closed for a little while, but...
From August to sometime next year. I want to know what's going on with Astro Orbiter. There's been
I know.
No mention of it. They completely took the thing off the platform.
It's gone.
I need it to come back. I mean, it's not like one of my top 5 rides, but... You know
that one actually scared me.
Brooke's on here.
Hi, Brooke.
Hi.
Oh, Brooke just got the #1 glitter. Brooke, what does that mean? What did you do?
You got a gifter badge, but we don't know what it means. And there's been also a glitter badge.
She did get it.
Oh.
She got the #1 glitter badge.
I don't know what's going on.
I don't know what that means.
We have no idea.
Oh, giving likes. Okay.
Yeah, that's going to be a big game changer with those colors. Because then, like, at least you know who's hitting something
Although Mr. Galactic Hero over here.
Double Galactic Hero.
Double Galactic Hero.
Am I
Excuse me.
Galactic Hero?
Oh yeah.
Oh Lord.
Here comes the cat.
We have a. Ooh.
Brooke said giving likes. Okay.
That's what I just said.
I think that's a good thing. We don't know. But when I first turned this thing on, I was a mouse. And I don't know why. I don't know. I have no idea what I did. I felt like that. Have y'all seen that video of that lawyer that joined like a webcam thing and he was a cat or something?
He was a cat and he couldn't know how to get.
But I mean, I'm not that old, but I still couldn't figure out why I was a mouse on there.
Bless his heart.
Brooke, I've been trying to dig into the information you sent me to obtain more info, but I hadn't found anybody that knows yet. And I don't want to call that subject directly because then he's going to want to know where I heard it and I ain't going to tell all that. But I really want to find out more information.
Okay.
Okay. That's wild. Did y'all make most of the shirts that you wear to the parks? Dawn makes all the t-shirts. These are the shirts we wore on our anniversary.
I don't know if you can see mine. Mine says Mr. and Miss. And then it has the date we got. The date we got married. And then on the back of it, I don't know if Jeremy can show his better. But on the back of it, it says, shut up. On the back of it, it says happily ever after. And it has our wedding date on it. We wore it on our anniversary last month. But I make a lot of the shirts me and Joanna wears.
I mostly wear those Roosevelt shirts. And if I'm not wearing the Roosevelt shirt, then I'm wearing the t-shirt she made. But let me tell you, I did find a deal on some eBay Roosevelt shirts that I won. But I got them for like $40. I got a Mr. Morrow one. I didn't want to spend $80 on a shirt with some random fella's head on it, even though I watch him all the time.
Oh yeah.
But I got it for $40. I thought.
Oh, so you got one with his head on it? That's funny. Oh, I saw you got a new one.
Yeah, and that was like a limited edition.
That one's cute.
I won something with like 3 shirts. I ended up paying like $40 a piece.
He got me some new leggings.
And we wanted them Disney Brook shoes, but
I want them so bad. But I'm not paying $400
for $350.
I would pay $2, but I'm not paying $4.
Let's see if I can get this cat up here.
Come on. Come right here. Alex.
Hang on, she's got her head.
We got a Maine Coon. We'll see if she'll get up here. Come on.
But back to the t-shirt thing, I really want to get into because when you go to Disney, of course, you see all these family Disney shirts. And you can get them anywhere. You can get them off eBay, Etsy, whatever. But I feel like Dawn could make a ton of them and we sell them or whatever. So I hadn't put a whole lot of time into it, but I got a website that I'm slowly setting up. Oh, Lord.
Sorry.
This is Alex.
This is Alex. This is our Maine Coon. Say hi, everybody.
When I was teaching, I used to teach college. Oh, God. And
about choked me.
A girl was having to move into an apartment and she couldn't take her cat with her. And at the time, we had a single Boots. I don't know where she's at. We had Boots, and Boots I felt like needed a play partner because she was going berserk. And so I took Alex and brought her home, and she is interesting.
She is she's about to get tangled up. I might have to.
My phone is
at 5%.
Dead. Somebody has a blind cat. Let me see if it'll light back up. No. I guess we're going to have to get off of TikTok because my phone's at 3%.
Whoever sent that, thank you. Thank you for the cowboy hats.
We got all kind of stuff happening down here with this cat.
Sorry, we got a cat.
This is bad.
That's about to hang herself. Alex. Come here.
Anyway.
Come here. Oh, Lord.
TikTok is going down us, so if you're able, we're still on YouTube.
Maybe
if this cat don't. She has this cord wrapped all around her. Just put her up.
I'm going to.
Okay. So we're gonna say goodbye on TikTok. Since we're going dead, unless if Dawn could bring me we would lose our audio, but if she could bring me a power bank, we're down to 2%, so it's probably gonna croak on us. You got a power bank anywhere?
There's one right here.
Let me plug the phone up with it. We'll lose the audio, but they'll still be able to hear us. Alright, so that's plugged into that.
Sorry if it gets loud, guys.
Plug that into there.
There it goes. Okay.
Oh, it went to 0. We're still probably gonna lose TikTok.
We may or may not lose y'all. Okay. Oh, yeah.
Okay,
We lost them.
We lost TikTok. Brooke's on YouTube now. We're good.
Okay.
Bye.
Oh.
They're still on there. We're still on TikTok. Or we're still on YouTube. Just not on TikTok.
Oh.
Anyway, the TikTok thing is interesting because we don't need that anymore. I feel like it really puts the video out there a lot more, but I don't feel like people stay on it as long because I think they're just scrolling. But anyway.
Maybe not.
But yeah, I have been looking into the Greenwood situation somewhat. I looked on the Facebook page of that individual to see if any reviews had been given, but I didn't see anything. But without giving away too much, his cousin is married to my cousin, and they live like
You're
not
giving
far.
away too much.
Huh? Oh, okay. Well, I gave away too much.
You're
Okay.
giving away too much.
Anyway, I'll just see if I hear anything, and I'll text you. But
Not while we're supposed to be talking about Disney.
I know. We're talking about the town gossip. Anything you need to tell them, Joanna?
You need to tell them anything?
Yeah.
What you want to tell them?
So, if you were at Disney, you might find streamers. So, if you have a kid with sensitive ears like me, just get them earplugs.
Yeah. You need earplugs.
Mm-hmm.
For sometimes.
A kid can let out the slightest scream and Joanna.
She hones in. But it's funny though, because sometimes, it can be annoying. And so we'll want to look, but we don't have to because she's already
she'll be
eyeballing them.
Oh, more like,
Yeah, she looks at him and covers her ears.
it's quite funny.
But Abigail, to answer your question earlier, if you want any shirts, let me know. I got you, girl.
But yeah, hopefully at some point I'll get a little website together and Dawn can sell her Disney, her Disney shirts on there. Because when we originally went in 2022, we went for like 7 days, and her whole family went, and she had all matching shirts for every 7 days. And I got over about day 3, I quit wearing my shirt, and I protested.
It was the typical first.
Oh, I think my leg's gonna cramp.
Oh God!
I might hear a holler. It started to, and then I straightened it out. My Lord. Brooke asked, "What is your favorite ride?"
That ain't what Brooke asked.
Yeah, it is. Look 3 things up.
Oh.
What is Joanna's favorite ride?
I saw the last thing.
Can I do as many as I want?
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can you do your top 5?
Yes.
Okay. Do your top 5.
Alright. So, my top 5 favorite rides are Rise of the Resistance, Star Tours, Swiggy Dog, and Mickey and Minnie's, and Mine Train.
What about Haunted Mansion?
And Haunted Mansion.
You didn't.
And Flight of Passage.
Oh, Lord.
It depends on when you ask her.
Yeah. What's your favorite thing to eat there?
Oh, it's
What is it that we get all the time?
Roundup Rodeo.
Well, that's true, but like, she does like Roundup Rodeo. But what's your favorite quick thing that we get all the time? It's cold. Ice cream.
Ice cream.
But what kind?
The Mickey Bar.
Well, that. But I was more along the lines of the Dole Whip.
And Dole Whip.
Again, it just depends on the day.
Me and her both became Star Wars fans because of that Rise of the Resistance ride, because I rode it and then I was like, I don't know nothing about all this, but it's quite fancy. 2 years ago or whenever, so I started watching all the Star Wars stuff, and then she started watching all the Star Wars stuff, and now she's got all the BB-8 dresses and the...
Ooh, why don't you go get your drone? Or go get your droid.
Yeah.
She don't know nothing about it.
I don't know anything about Star Wars, okay?
BRB.
She'll BRB. She built Santa Claus brought her a gift card for Christmas to build a droid. Excuse me. I just like the rides. I don't know anything about Star Wars. My bad.
I'll tell you what, that Rise of the Resistance ride is very well
themed.
I mean, I've never seen anything like it. There's just so much stuff going. Oh, she didn't bust it.
She brought the whole thing. Here, put it right here. You go behind us and I'll hand it to you.
Now she's built the droid and she's built the lightsaber, but not the $300 lightsaber, the cheaper one when you're coming out of Star Tours. But it's still fancy. Go get your lightsaber too.
Okay.
Okay, I won't show them. I'll let you show them. Okay. So anyway, Santa brought her a gift card to build a droid, and she did build the expensive one.
Yeah, it was a couple $100.
But it was one of her big gifts from Santa, so.
I think it is, and I'd already read, but I knew she'd want the BB unit. But the R2 ones, like that one, if you take off with it and stop, it does the like a wobble thing.
Is that the one you built? Yeah, that's the one you built. Is it?
Is it got?
No, this isn't the one you built. Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
it is.
She built this last time.
Yeah.
Stand back.
It does that.
That one doesn't make noise. The other one is the.
But anyway, these are $30 at the little store when you leave Star Tours.
Ready? You want to show them your BB-8?
Okay, this is Blueberry.
Your droid. We can't call it BB-8.
Yeah.
We named it Blueberry for obvious reasons.
What if I did a trick?
You were blocking.
She said that's the same lightsaber they did with the boys.
You see that?
I did.
You're blocking it.
Oh.
You were blocking her droid.
So.
Hold it up a little bit. See.
That's
This is her
Blueberry.
little. This is Blueberry. She got to build Blueberry.
Yeah.
Oh, Brooke said nice name.
Thanks.
Don't drop it or hurt her.
All right, let me put it back in here.
Okay.
Anyway, I think at some point I want to let her build one of the R2 things because I know that they are on like 2 tracks and they don't do all the wobbling.
And they communicate with each other. She gets to build any of the other ones.
Yeah, like when we were toting that thing through the park,
it was going on.
Like, something's happening, but they just spoke to each other. And there's a little droid play area you can go to when you build it and go out there and run them around. Kind of neat.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's like so like the droids can like play and then communicate with other droids.
So it was interesting. We're definitely learning a lot more. Well, they're learning a lot more. I really want to try to watch the movies again.
I don't know as much about the newer Star Wars stuff
it, Brooke.
since Disney bought them out. Like the older stuff, I've watched a bunch. I need to get more into the newer stuff.
She says she looks just like her daddy.
The baby pictures would look just alike.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think she looks like me.
I do.
She definitely does look like her daddy.
Me?
But that's okay.
Me?
Yeah. They said you look like your daddy.
Yeah, I do. With longer hair.
With longer hair, yeah.
And you also got the beard.
You have a beard?
I don't have a beard.
Oh. Brooke told me that Josh went on a cruise. And what if he would have not went on the cruise and then we could all just went to Disney?
Josh went on a cruise without them?
He soloed it. He's like,
if Jeremy ever soloed a trip without me, he'd be getting throat punched.
Me too.
See? Nothing gets past this girl anymore. I'm gonna try, Brooke. I'm gonna try. I just don't know.
I hate that our TikTok went dead. I guess I need to charge my phone more next time.
Yeah. Or, well, I guess you can't if we have the microphones.
Yeah, I wanted it to sound good, so I plugged up those microphones, but
What,
then
baby?
you can't charge it.
What? what would it be like if me and Dad went on a cruise without you?
I would cry. I would cry. Y'all can't go on a cruise without me.
Okay.
Where'd you cruise to? Abigail, you still with us?
Speak to us, Abigail.
Come on.
Abigail, I need to send you something.
Yeah.
Can't believe you already sent it.
Well, it's because I wanted to add something to it. Abigail, if you're still here, when is her trip again?
June.
Oh, she's here. Yep, she said in June. Okay. Just want to make sure I don't miss it. We all sideways.
I was just turning. I ain't gonna get back on
Oh,
TikTok.
okay.
I was just seeing if it would turn back on. Ooh. We've took some carnival. It's been a while. Some carnival cruises, but the MSC stuff looked fun on the videos. There's 2 or 3 cruise people I watch on YouTube sometimes. One of them, what is it, Peru DJ? They're on like
Yeah.
100 and something day or something like that cruise.
I don't know if I could cruise that many days, but
Well, you'd have to be like, then you'd have to be used to it, or
Oh,
you'd
yeah,
have to be
true.
something. But
I don't think I could do it.
Yeah.
I think I seen where. Yeah, it's gonna be a scorcher. That's no joke. I think, what's the day? Thursday, Monday or something. It hit 90 degrees at Disney because I seen a bunch of people posting about it, and I thought, Lord, this is gonna be hot. I think we're gonna try to go. I need to look at the calendar, but like middle of May, and it's gonna be pretty warm then. So I guess we'll try out the water park in the middle of the day.
Yeah.
And then
So I guess if we go middle of May, we may not go in June. Or did you want to go for your birthday?
I thought you
Ish.
couldn't get off.
Oh, I could probably. I'll try.
We'll see what happens there. If we can't, then I may go. Maybe we could do a beach birthday thing, and then I don't even know.
We'll see. Can't believe we don't ever already have our next one planned.
Joanna's spring break is this week, and then I'll be completely honest. If we didn't have a wedding on Saturday, I would really be looking at us probably driving to Disney World for an extended weekend this weekend. But
Yeah.
it'll be we're going to Simpsonville.
I would come too.
You would?
Yeah.
Of course you would.
I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll never be leaving you at home again, will we?
Yeah.
She's
She
like,
got a very serious look. I was gonna say something. Oh yeah, the beach. It's about time for a beach trip,
Yeah.
I love the beach.
Me too.
and I need to go reconnect the internet went out down at the beach house, and the golf cart and the cameras are not working. I need to go
Oh.
turn all that back on.
The batteries die.
Yeah.
Don't need to replace those batteries again.
Mm-mm. What time is it? It's 9:30.
9:30.
What time did we've been live for an hour and 5 minutes.
Oh, it's probably one of our longest.
Honestly, it went pretty good. A bunch of people had emailed stuff, and then that TikTok person kept commenting, which was good. I wish. So here's the beach house story. My parents bought it
Which
in
one was it?
06 because they had sold a lake lot and basically needed to flip that money before they got taxed on it. So, I was mad that they sold the lake lot because we kept a pontoon down there and all, and it was like 10 minutes down the road. So, they bought the beach house. Okay, so that's good. And then the stingy people will not rent it to anybody, or even people we know. I'm like, listen, because now they're talking about selling it because they didn't got old, and they don't ever go down there. So that now they're talking about selling it.
Put your legs right here if you need to. Oh, sorry.
And well, they've been talking about selling it for 5 years, but at some point it's going to happen. But now they're talking about selling it. But I've tried to tell them, just rent the thing to people we know, make a little money, and like, I don't know why you wouldn't do that. I mean, it's not like a super duper fancy big house. It's a 2-bedroom, 1.5 bath type thing. But anyway, it's Abigail. It's about 15 minutes below Myrtle Beach. If you're familiar with Myrtle Beach, it's sort of like out of the crowded area of Myrtle Beach, down in like
Almost
Garden City,
Yeah.
South Carolina. But it's a perfect little spot, and we got like a golf cart down there and all that stuff. But
shoot, we used to be down there every weekend.
Yeah, we used to be down there a whole lot, which we still go a decent amount.
Yeah.
But we've
now we go to Disney a lot more.
Yeah, now we're going to Disney a lot, but I need to get down there soon.
And honestly, I do believe they probably would have sold it already if it wasn't for this one liking it so much. But, you know. Okay.
I've thought about it, Brooke, but the dang, you got to pay, like, even though they own the house and they paid cash for it, there's like amenities fees in that thing, and they keep going up. It's like $600 a month now just for like the
where the house is at.
Yeah, what you got to pay for where it's
for
at.
Somebody to cut the little bitty piece of grass that we've got.
I don't know. I mean, it's worth it, but it ain't worth it. I don't know. Like if I was gonna buy a beach house, I would potentially try to not buy one in a community like that, because they got like security and a gated community and all that stuff. But $600 a month, that's a lot just for nothing, or to be there. So I don't know. But like I told them, if they would just rent the thing out, even if they just rented it from like June, July, August, they could get that money back plus some. But I don't know. What's going on, Robert?
Yep.
But anyway, we got to get down to the beach soon. We'll probably get down to the beach in the next couple of weeks, and then do a Disney trip in the middle of May or something like that. I got a friend, he's got a beach house up in North Carolina if I wasn't trying to think of it, it's like an hour north of Myrtle Beach. I can't think of the name of it. And then I know some other people that have houses around Charleston, which most of them are just family houses.
But aren't those like really expensive?
Yeah, but these people are loaded. But I don't know. I think if you had a bunch of rental houses down there, it would be worth it. But just having like one, I don't know.
That's true. That's something I think would be interesting to get into, is the rental houses.
I could see that community we're in down there. Like there are a bunch of Facebook pages, but one of them is like for people renting out their houses. I mean, I guess there's good and bad and everything, but I do see a lot of people, like younger people get in it and tear stuff up. And but I mean, if you do Airbnb, like there's a what do you call it, a security deposit, and you just keep it and all that sort of thing. I don't know.
My shirt's getting glitter on you.
Anyway, I guess we'll get off here so you can go to bed.
Yeah.
You need to talk about anything?
Yeah.
What you need to talk about?
Sorry, she wants me to. She don't know.
Yeah.
You don't know. It's
There's
about bedtime.
a movie about to come out that I think you're interested in.
Oh,
Yeah, the Minecraft movie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she wants to go see the Minecraft movie. I need to look at it and see though. I don't know what about it. I don't even know what it's rated or anything. But don't break that.
Anyway, I guess we'll tell them bye and we'll get off here for this time.
It is yours. Remember, it's your dolphin thing that Daddy bought you.
Oh yeah.
You want to tell them bye?
Bye.
Yeah, Jack Black. He's gonna be funny.
Oh, Brooke says she's coming and she'll buy the popcorn. You want to go to the movies with Brooke?
Yeah.
Yeah. We might. Maybe us and the boys, all of us, can go see the movie.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be fun.
Yeah.
All right, we'll get off here, y'all. Tell them bye.
Bye, y'all. I guess y'all were over here. I'm over here waving.
Oh yeah.
And I'm Joanna.
They know who you are.
Abigail and Brooke both know.
They both know who you are. All right, bye, y'all.
Bye.
See y'all.
See y'all later, gators.
Brooke said her boys want to see it.